Right, so our next module is about date time, right? So date time is also, so we went through Python modules like math, random. Similarly, we have also this date time, right? So let's discuss about, we'll continue on this Python module, which is, so this time it is on date time. So as the name suggests, it's about date and time, so it gives you both access to date and time. See, we think of these things very casually, right? But for a Python program, right, so to consider to work with the dates, it's not that straightforward, right? So there's so much formatting involved, there's so many little things involved. So that is what we will try to cover, and we'll also look at how does this date time actually help us, right? What are the applications of this date time, right? Now the way to do it is you can import date time just like how we did the previous ones, but this one, it has more features to offer. So what you do is, instead of just importing date time, so what you can say is from date time import date time. You can also import date. You can also import time separately. You can import time delta, right? So like difference between two timings, all of that calculations. You can import different things. You can import what you actually need. Okay, so you can do it in two ways. So one way is just importing date time. The other way is importing specific class out of this date time, whatever you are looking for, right? Now you can do a bunch of things, like for example, let's say current date time. So I want to find out current date time. What you do is date time dot now, you just do now, you actually get current date time as well. Let's look at this. Okay, so you get the time, right? So date, time, everything, including all the milliseconds, everything. Okay, milliseconds, it matters. We saw the Olympics, right? So the 100-meter race, if you remember, so it matters, right? So you get the time till milliseconds, right? Now you can extract a bunch of things. So let's say you want to extract current date time dot year. So what is the current year? You will get year separately. Then you also do current date time dot date. You get the date separately, right? And if you want month, so this is a returning data type. So if you want month, you can get month, and then you will also get day as well, right? So you will get day also, right? And working with the time class, right? So time is hours, minutes, and seconds, right? So we imported this date library, isn't it? Now this date is so working with dates, you have to be little careful, right? So why you have to be careful is, see, generally everyone has their own way of writing dates. So somebody will say 1st Jan. So I'll just zoom it for you. So somebody will say 1st Jan 2024. Okay, and somebody will say 01/01/2024, and somebody will say 2024 01/01. Okay, or someone will say 1st January 2024. You see, everybody has their own way of communicating the dates. Okay, so that's why it's not that straightforward as we think. For example, in Python, you can give this date as something like year, month, and date. So this is a standard convention: year, month, date. Okay, so for example, same thing, 2024 1 and 1. So if you put enter, so it will give you date, time of date, year, month, and date. Okay, so please keep this in mind. It's not like that straightforward what we think. So it has different types of formatting issues. Now you can also work similarly, you can also work with time as well. So time is nothing but hours, minutes, seconds. This is how it works. So time, so let's say you give 14 20 20, something like this. So you see date time of 2 hours 20 minutes 20 seconds. So this is how, so what time is. So this you need to remember, year month day is a default convention, and hours minutes seconds is the default convention for time components, right? So here like you can define your own time. So for example, my time is equals to time of 14 comma 20, let's make it 30 just to differentiate. Now from your time you can get whatever you're looking for. You can get hour, you can also get my time dot minute, you can do my time dot second. So if you do this, so you will get separately whatever you are looking for, hour, minute, second. So you can access each of them separately as well. Okay, now you can combine both as well. So date time, so start with your date. So what is your date? So 2024 1st Jan, yeah, and then put your timing 14 20 30, right? So this is your entire date time. Okay, so please remember the order, right? Year, month, day, then comes your hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, so just to differentiate, right? So why did I put double H double M double S? So just to make it more clearer, that's all. Okay, so YMD, year month date day, sorry, right? So see, let's say you have a flight in 5 hours, okay, starting from now. So you can use this time delta function to calculate when will be the time after 5 hours, let's say. Okay, so you can do it using time delta from date time, import time delta. So you get time delta access now. So we have to define this time delta. So time delta, you say days or hours. So let's say hours. So I have a flight in 5 hours. Okay, so date time second, these many seconds, it says these many seconds. Now current date time plus time delta of 5 hours will give you something like this. So additionally it will add you 5 hours, right? Isn't this amazing, right? So current date time, and you can actually print current date time just to see if this is actually added or not, right? So 24 8 28 exactly same. So 11 it has added it, right? So you can see that, and 28 10 is also exactly the seconds, minutes are same, hours it added 5 hours. Okay, so that is how you can play around with this time delta. You can also play around, so you have other things, right? So these are called short dates, like the one that I mentioned, 1st Jan 2024, these are called short dates. Then you have long dates, right? So just search for it, you'll get lots of information around it, right? But these again, right, so depending on your use case, depending on what type of data that you are working with. And then there are time zones as well. You can change time zones, you can work with the specific time zones as well, like especially let's say you're working with flights data set, right? So there you will have flights of different time zones, starting from one time zone in one country traveling to another time zone in another country, right? So there you might have to work with time zones as well, right? And then difference between dates, times, like for example, let's say a user has signed up to Netflix and then he started watching a movie, right? So what is the time difference between logging into Netflix and watching a movie, right? So which all of us find it very difficult, right? So Netflix want to do some analysis, how quickly are people able to find their favorite movie, right? So they can use this time difference between their login and when they started the movie. Okay, so that is how time date time features are very valuable. I hope you enjoyed this module. See you in the next one.